if you're thinking about moving to Utah. There's a version of the cost of living that looks good on paper. And then there's the version people actually experience after they get here. And if you don't know the difference, it can get expensive fast. Hi, my name is Christine, owner of Wings and Roots of Utah, affiliated with Keller Williams Utah Realtors. I help people move to Utah and make confident, well-informed decisions, not just based on headlines, but real life. Because here's the thing. Most people look at home prices, maybe property taxes, and think they understand the cost of living here. But there are a few things that don't really show up until you're actually living it. Let's start with one that surprises almost everyone: utilities. Utah has very real seasons: hot summers, cold winters. So, for an example, I've had clients move here thinking their bills would stay about the same. And then, suddenly, they're heating a much larger home in the winter and running AC non-stop in the summer. And then there's water. Utah is a very dry state, which means maintaining a yard can cost more than people expect, especially if you're coming from somewhere with more natural moisture, like the Midwest. And this matters because when you're budgeting for a home, it's not just the mortgage. It's the full monthly cost that determines what actually feels comfortable long term. Next, HOAs and community fees. HOAs are homeowner associations, and a lot of Utah neighborhoods, especially newer or planned communities, come with HOA fees. Now, those often do include things like amenities, pools, trails, parks, sometimes even community events, which can be a really great lifestyle benefit. But I've had clients look at a home, fall in love with it, and then realize later that there's an additional monthly cost they hadn't fully prepared and planned for. And this matters because it's not about whether an HOA is good or bad. It's about whether it fits your lifestyle and your budget long term. Here's another big one. Utah isn't really the hidden gem it used to be. There's been a lot of growth here, and with that growth comes demand. So while people move here thinking it's going to be significantly cheaper, they're sometimes surprised by how competitive and fast moving this market can be. I've had conversations with buyers who expected to have a lot more negotiating power and then realized pretty quickly that certain areas still move fast and require a strong strategy. And this matters because understanding the market ahead of time helps you make better decisions, not emotional ones, in the moment. And then there's the lifestyle side. Utah is incredible for outdoor living, skiing, hiking, camping, and even just getting out and exploring. We have 5 national parks here in Utah alone, and so many places to experience nature in a way that's honestly hard to match. But I see this happen all the time. People move here for the lifestyle, and they absolutely love it. But they don't always plan for how much they'll actually use it. Between gear, travel, park visits, camping trips, and even gas prices to get all of these places, especially now compared to several years ago, it adds up. It's all part of the experience of living here, and it's an incredible one, but it's still something to be aware of going in. And this matters because lifestyle is part of your budget too, not just your home. And I'll say this from personal experience. When I relocated from Michigan to Arizona and then here to Utah, going on 11 years, this was one of the biggest mindset shifts for me. It wasn't that Utah wasn't unaffordable. It was that full picture looking different than what I had expected. And I think that's where having the right guidance really matters. Because you can Google cost of living, you can look at the numbers, but having someone walk you through what it actually feels like to live here, that's what helps you make the right decisions for you. And that's really the goal here, not to scare you off, but to help you walk into this with clarity. Because when you understand that full cost, you can make a stronger, more confident decision. If you are thinking about making a move to Utah, I'd be happy to help you map out what this really looks like for your situation. So there are no surprises along the way. And if this was helpful, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.